The Galactic Council chamber stretched across 3 kilometers of polished obsidian, a monument to the combined wealth and arrogance of 47 species. Today, humanity had been summoned to answer for their crimes, the crime of existing, it seemed. Doralee stood at the defendant's podium, her diplomatic uniform crisp despite the 6-hour wait. Beside her, Maximus maintained his military posture, hands clasped behind his back, face unreadable. They were Earth's representatives, sent to hear what new insults the Council had prepared. Ambassador Galactic, a being resembling a crystalline mantis, clicked his mandibles in what passed for laughter among his kind. The humans wished to join our trade networks? How? Amusing. Ripples of agreement echoed through the chamber. Doralee's jaw tightened, but she remained silent. Earth's strategy had always been patience. Learn. Observe. Wait. Your species, Galactic continued, his voice amplified across the vast chamber, arrived at space travel a mere 2 centuries ago. You have no psionic abilities, no natural armor, no extended lifespans. You are soft, weak, derivative. Maximus's eye twitched. Barely perceptible, but Doralee noticed. She placed a subtle hand on his arm. Not yet. The Quirathi representative, a gelatinous mass suspended in a containment sphere, pulsed with colors indicating disdain. We have observed your world. You war among yourselves constantly. You destroy your own environment. You cannot even unify your single planet, yet you presume to walk among the stars with civilizations millennia old. Doralee finally spoke, her voice calm and measured. We come in peace, seeking only... Peace? Galactic interrupted, his translator crackling with contempt. You who still engage in territorial disputes? You whose entertainment consists of simulated violence? Your very literature glorifies conflict. We have made mistakes, Doralee acknowledged, but we've learned from them. We've grown. Grown? The Vex delegate, a being of pure energy contained in a magnetic field, shimmered with what their species considered amusement. You've barely crawled from your cradle. The Vex civilization was building Dyson spheres when your ancestors were hunting with sharpened stones. The chamber erupted in what could only be described as laughter, a cacophony of clicks, chimes, roars, and pulsing lights. Perhaps, suggested the serpentine Sathi ambassador, we should place humanity under protectorate status. For their own safety, of course. They clearly cannot manage themselves. Maximus stiffened. Doralee felt her own patience beginning to fray. Protectorate status meant servitude, becoming a client species, exploited for resources and labor. We decline, Doralee said firmly. Galactic's crystalline body refracted the chamber's light into rainbow shards. You decline? Child species do not decline the Council's wisdom. This is precisely why you need supervision. Your arrogance exceeds even your ignorance. I suggest, the Quirathi added, colors swirling with satisfaction, we embargo Earth entirely. Let them sit in their corner of space and contemplate their insignificance for another 1,000 years. Perhaps by then they'll have developed something worthy of our attention. The motion was seconded, then thirded. The vote would be unanimous. Earth, isolated, cut off from galactic trade, technology, and knowledge. Doralee looked at Maximus. He gave the slightest nod. She had stayed quiet for 3 years. Humanity had stayed quiet for 3 years. Taking insults, accepting condescension, learning everything they could about the species that considered themselves superior. Now it was time to speak. Before you vote, Doralee said, her voice cutting through the chamber's noise with surprising force. I have a question for the Council. Galactic waved a bladed appendage dismissively. Make it quick, human. How many of your species have survived extinction-level events on your homeworlds? The chamber fell silent. I'll answer for you, Doralee continued. None. Every species here evolved on stable worlds with predictable climates and abundant resources. Earth has experienced 5 mass extinctions. Humanity's ancestors survived ice ages, supervolcano eruptions, asteroid impacts, and our own foolish weapons. We didn't just survive, we thrived. Survival through luck, Dreltok began. You call us warlike, Maximus interrupted, his voice like steel. You're right. Do you know why? Because Earth has never been kind to us. Every resource fought for, every advancement paid for in blood and sacrifice. You mock our literature's violence? That's because we understand struggle in ways you never will. Doralee activated her holopad. Images filled the chamber. Humans in hazmat suits fighting pandemics. Engineers building in impossible conditions. Scientists solving problems with creativity rather than inherited technology. You have psionics, Doralee said. We have imagination. You have natural armor. We build it better. Extended lifespans. We make every year count. You call us derivative because we study your technology. But in 3 years, we've improved 17% of what you've shown us. Impossible, hissed the Sathi. Maximus smiled, a predator's expression. Your shielding technology? We've upgraded it. Your faster-than-light calculations? Refined them. Your medical nanobots? We've already designed versions 30% more efficient. We didn't tell you because you never asked. You were too busy insulting us. You want to know what humanity brings to the galactic table? Doralee's eyes swept across the assembled aliens. Adaptability, creativity, the refusal to accept that anything is impossible. You've been coasting on ancient achievements for millennia. We've been clawing our way up from nothing for our entire existence. The chamber erupted in outrage, but Doralee wasn't finished. You want to embargo us? Go ahead. We'll reverse engineer everything we've learned. We'll innovate beyond your stagnant civilizations. And in 100 years, not 1,000, 100, we'll be back. Not as supplicants, but as equals. Or perhaps, as your superiors. Dreltok's crystalline body darkened, a sign of anger. You dare threaten the council? Not a threat, Maximus said quietly. A promise. The vote was called. The embargo passed, 47-0, as expected. Doralee and Maximus turned to leave, their footsteps echoing in the vast chamber. Humans, Dreltok called out, unable to resist a final insult. When you fail in your isolation, remember, we offered you guidance. Your pride will be your downfall. Doralee paused at the chamber's entrance and looked back. Ambassador Dreltok, let me share something from Earth's history. When someone tells humanity that something is impossible, that's when we do it anyway. When someone tells us we're too weak, too young, too insignificant, that's when we prove them wrong. She smiled. So thank you. Thank you for the motivation. We'll see you in 100 years. And, Maximus added, we'll remember everyone who laughed today. The doors closed behind them with a resonant boom. Earth had stayed quiet long enough.